Before working with Palmer, I had been diagnosed with transverse myelitis after waking up and my feet were asleep, and I sought out medical help and ended up at Johns Hopkins University with a diagnosis of transverse myelitis caused by neurosarcoidosis. And I found out that people were in a wheelchair from this disease, so I was exhausted from the extreme fatigue. I was fearful about what this disease could potentially do. So I started searching online and I found a video by Palmer explaining her journey with MS. What made me reach out to Palmer was the video that I saw and her story about being in college and being diagnosed with MS. She was having a hard time walking, and I believe she may have been in a wheelchair at one point during that time. And then the fact that she endured that for 26 years and kept seeking and searching and then found her root cause. That's the only case where I found someone who actually found a root cause and then completely healed themselves of the symptoms by following her protocol. After working with Palmer, I have more energy now than I did in the 1 to 2 years leading up to my diagnosis and leading up to the symptoms and the lesion in my spinal cord. And I owe that to following the protocol and optimizing my biomarkers. The biggest thing that I've noticed is in the last 6 months, I've optimized my hormones, which I didn't even realize could be out of whack. So my energy is optimized, I feel right now, and I'm really excited about that. I've got my strength back to where it was through lifting and exercise, lifting weights and doing strength work and swimming again. And even though my legs and feet are still asleep, because I have such good energy, it really doesn't prevent me from doing anything. And I'm still hopeful that I can figure that out as well, just like Palmer has. I'm told by the doctors that's caused by the damage to the spinal cord. So I'm just going to keep seeking for ways to heal those nerves. When her book came out, initially I threw it down when I read about the 30-day food vacation and that I was going to have to give up cheese. And I was really frustrated and angry at first because, I had this limiting belief that I couldn't give up cheese. And so I put the book down for a little while, but then I eventually came back to it. And then within months, my weight returned to what I weighed when I was in high school. I gave up gluten, I gave up dairy and salt, oil, and sugar, the unhealthy oils. And so the biggest thing is that my body transformed to back when I was a high school, college kid. So that's the big thing that happened right away. I recommend Palmer to anyone battling an autoimmune condition or anyone who just wants to be more healthy, actually. I would recommend her because, number one, she's been through decades of trying to figure out what caused MS and figured it out. And now she's living a really healthy, I'd say, optimized life. In order for me to be successful, I wanted to find someone who I could model. So I think Palmer is an excellent person to model in striving to be healthy. And she makes it really simple and it's not difficult. The biggest thing is just being open to giving up certain foods and trying different things. Jump off the fence. Go ahead and take the leap of faith because it's just, no matter what, you're going to be more healthy after the 30 days or after you implement the strategies. You're going to be more healthy no matter what. So you really have nothing to lose.